Hello and welcome to Uncommon Art. We are at the opening of our very first show in our new space. The show is called Mixing It Up. It's mixed media art by women artists of Northeast Ohio. And we have 10 artists participating in the show doing all kinds of different mixed media art. So first in the show is Shannon Casey. She's a local artist. Her piece is inspired by the fact that of all the people who have been into outer space, only 65 of them have been women. And the European Space Agency is trying to diversify their workforce, so they're encouraging more women to apply for the program. And she has actually inscribed all the names of the women who have traveled to outer space in the background of her piece. So over here we have two pieces by artist Shirley Ende-Saxe. She has two-dimensional pieces in the show as well as two assemblage pieces. Shirley loves to use old vintage papers and papers that she's printed and stitching and buttons in her artwork. Above Shirley's is one of the pieces by artist Gettig. We have a number of pieces by her in the show. This is one of my pieces. It's called My Darling Clementine. It's based on a photograph of my mother and her sisters. Their last name was Clemens. We don't have too many photos of them all together, so this photo is very precious to me. Up at the top, we have a piece called In the Drink by Katina Pastis Radwanski. It's made of fabric and plastic. It's a very charming little whimsical piece. And then above the mantle here, we have two collages by artist Deborah Shapiro. She's an Akron artist who uses only magazine images in her artwork. She doesn't use any paint at all. So each color, each little shade, each tone is cut or torn from a magazine image. We have a three-dimensional piece by artist Katina Radwanski, as well as some jewelry by Giel-Ray. So the two collages in the center are by Helen Wilson. And Helen uses paper that she has painted, cut, and torn, as well as bits of fabric and metal in her artwork. But the textures in that are just fantastic. We have a couple more pieces by Helen here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. And then we have a couple of pieces by Deborah Shapiro. This one on the table is a collage on canvas by artist Brenda Schneider, and I love the hands supporting the house. She calls it housework, so the idea of women supporting the home with all they do. The three-dimensional pieces are by artist Shirley Ende-Saxe. They're wonderful little complements to the other pieces that she was creating. She uses items that she has found, so metal pieces, yarn, bits of wood and buttons and things, and combines them into little whimsical, imaginative sculptures. We have a few more pieces by artist Gettig on the shelf there, acrylic and paper and lots of paint. Okay, so the two on the wall, The Fun is Good and The Joker below it, are two pieces by a mother and daughter duo by the name of Anna and Sam Weisend. Their studio name is Reamused, so they take old game boards and cut up the game boards and create journals out of them. And then next to that are two very small pieces, but different pieces created by the same duo. So they also do mixed media art with the studio name Seraphs and Salt. So they're made out of wood and paper mache and found objects and some polymer clay. So that is our Mixing It Up show. Thanks for visiting.